Well, hello, Crypto fam. It's Lonabo Fololo. So today we are talking about Solana, right? So quite excited about this particular lesson. What this will actually entail, it's actually going to be a series of videos that we're going to be doing. One is going to be introduction to Solana, talking about what is Solana, what is it built for, how is it different from all other blockchains, and then we're going to talk about, in the second video, we're going to talk about the ecosystem or the Solana ecosystem, how to get started, what is what are wallets, what are decentralized exchanges, what are launch pads, what are DEX screeners, and all of those things, and how you navigate, in that particular space, right? So we're going to be covering the Solana blockchain and its entire ecosystem, in a series of videos. And then, once this series is done, we're going to get into other series where we're going to be talking about different blockchains that are also equally exciting. Blockchains like Say, blockchains like Sui, blockchains like Ethereum, blockchains like blockchains like Stacks, right? So, but let's get into the session for today. We're talking about Solana. Now, for those of you who maybe are new to this space and don't fully understand, I will leave a link of the other previous videos that we have done where we're talking about, the history of this entire thing. Where we spoke about one, the history of money, how money has been evolving over the years, and then how Bitcoin was introduced, when it was introduced, how it was introduced, what was it introduced to do, and then we talk about things like what is decentralized finance, the fact that Bitcoin is money, it's hard money. But then if you truly want to transform the world, we don't just, fix money. We also need to fix the financial services that are basically utilized by human beings, right, on a day-to-day basis. So then we spoke about what DeFi is, decentralized finance, what makes it possible, what are some of the DeFi ecosystems, what kind of decentralized applications we can find, within the decentralized finance ecosystem. So all of those things are covered in the previous videos that we have done, but I will leave a link in the comment section for you to refresh your mind on what that is. So, but let's talk about Solana today. Now, what is Solana? A lot of people think just Solana is just a coin and that's it, and it ends there, right? So Solana is not just a coin, but Solana, it is a high performance open source blockchain platform that is designed for scalable, fast, and low cost decentralized applications, right? What we call dApps and cryptocurrencies. It is one of the leading blockchain networks competing with Ethereum in the smart contract and decentralized app space, right? Now, Solana is a lot newer as compared to Ethereum, but just like anything that is new, they had the time to study the flaws and the weaknesses where Ethereum and other previous blockchains or early blockchains have failed as far as decentralized finance is concerned. So Solana is built to basically counter all of those things and to be a much better blockchain with a much better user experience, right? So what are some of the features of the Solana blockchain? One, it's definitely high speed. This is why so many programs like meme coins are basically building a lot on Solana. It's simply because of the fact that it has got low transaction fees and it got very, very high speed with up to 65,000 transactions per second, right? Now, there is other blockchains, but Solana is definitely one of the fastest and also one of the most robust you can find as well. It also has low transaction fees comparing to Ethereum and other blockchains. It works on something that is called proof of history, whereas Bitcoin works with proof of work and Ethereum works on proof of stake, right? So this is a novel system invented by the Solana that acts as a cryptographic timestamp. It helps the network order transactions efficiently, reducing congestion and improving speed. Now, one of the key features of Solana is the fact that it is actually scalable. That is why we're seeing a lot of decentralized applications that are actually being built on Solana, right? So Solana is designed to scale without relying on layer 2 solutions or sharding, unlike Ethereum. So if you look at what's happening on Ethereum right now, you'll find that there's a lot of layer 2s that are built on Solana, right? So things like Polygon and so many others that are trying to help Solana to scale. Now, It also had smart contracts and NFT capability. So Solana supports smart contracts and is home to a rapidly growing ecosystem of DeFi protocols, NFT projects, games, and decentralized autonomous organizations. Right now, if you look at the all cryptocurrencies basically are smart contracts, right, in their nature, but you'll find that smart contracts like Bitcoin, they're very, very robust. So they don't necessarily allow for a lot of room for people to actually create, other smart contracts within that particular blockchain. So that is why even Bitcoin has a second layer, or many second layers, like stakes and a few others, right? But in keeping with Solana, so to simplify this, I know for a lot of us, this does not necessarily matter. All we want to know about is this, one of the blockchains for the future. Is this going to help me to make money? Is my, I know that a lot of people are actually concerned about that, but bear with me as we focus more on what Solana is all about, so that by the time you make those decisions, at least you understand what Solana is all about. So as we have mentioned, Solana works with what is called proof of history for ordering transactions. It also does have proof of stake for validating transactions. And it has a unique network architecture that actually enables parallel processing of smart contracts that is called C-level. This is what basically makes Solana unique. So what is Solana used for? As I've mentioned before, Solana is a decentralized application blockchain, or a decentralized finance, blockchain that allows for decentralized applications to be built on this particular blockchain. Now, there's so many other applications that we are going to talk about that are built on the Solana blockchain. But here we talk about, for example, things like Radium, which is a decentralized exchange, Jupiter, a decentralized exchange aggregator, and then Solend, NFT platforms like Magic Eden, gaming and metaverse apps, and there's so many others, right? And there will be more that will actually come as this entire ecosystem is actually maturing and growing. And then, of course, things like tokenized real-world assets are also being built on this, as well as stable coins, right? So the reason why is because it is fast, it is cheap, and it is peer-to-peer transactions. So why is Solana so popular these days, right? And looking at the fact that there is all the blockchains that have been around for many years, but Solana has gained a lot of popularity. Not just popularity, but also a lot of market share, as many decentralized applications are now building on Solana. It is because it is fast and it is cheap for transactions, right? And it is also developer friendly. So that's why you're finding a lot of developers actually migrating from other ecosystems to come and build on Solana, because obviously they are chasing where the attention is. Now, it is backed by major VCs like A16Z and Alameda before actually it collapsed, and a few others. And it has a strong ecosystem and community. Now, what are some of the challenges that Solana has faced over the years? And I would also want to dare say that they've actually overcome most of the challenges, if not all of them, right? As with any new technology, there will always be challenges in the beginning. So one of the major challenges was network outages, whereby Solana has had multiple outages due to congestion or bugs, okay? And then there's also some concerns of centralization, where critics are saying that the validator set is relatively centralized compared to Bitcoin or Ethereum. Now, it's easy to counter that because Ethereum and Bitcoin are actually a lot older. As this ecosystem grows and proves itself, more and more people are actually going to come and become validators in this particular blockchain. And another challenge leveled against it is that there is a dependency on a small group of core developers. Again, as I said, more and more people will come into this ecosystem as it grows and matures and captures even more attention in the entire ecosystem in the cryptocurrency space, right? So just to summarize, Solana, yes, is a blockchain, and this blockchain works on or is built for decentralized finance applications. That is why so many decentralized finance applications are already operating on this, and there's just too many to mention. But you'll find that they are actually in different categories. Some will be wallets, some will be DEXs, some will focus on lending, some will focus on maybe even Oracle, some will focus on AMMs, automatic market makers, and so many different, decentralized applications that we're actually going to delve into, right? So if you found value, you'll definitely find more value in the videos that are to come. So please do subscribe to this particular channel. Do like the video, share your comments. What are your thoughts? Any questions, anything you want us to cover in the upcoming videos regarding decentralized finance? In fact, all things crypto. But this particular series is focusing on, Solana. So just a word of thanks to our sponsor, which is BANKII PAY. So BANKII PAY is simply a cryptocurrency debit card that allows you to spend your crypto as easily as you spend your fiat. It is a UAE-based, platform, but you can download the app on the iOS as well as Android and just play with it, and you might actually find it useful. Also, the link to that will be left in the comment section for you to actually interact with, right? So cheers, guys. See you on the next video.